In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the best Halo weapons tier list. It's all my opinion, but it's the only right opinion. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so here are all the weapons in Halo Infinite so far, and we're gonna go I'm just gonna go from like left to right. I'm just gonna give you brief reasons or experiences that I've had with this gun or said gun and tier them to what I feel like they fit at. So we got the BR. Now it's a 3-round burst assault rifle, right? Probably the best gun in the game in terms of physical weapons, what they call it, or kinetic, right? Kinetic. So kinetic weapon in the game is probably one of the best because it doesn't have any bloom. So that's one of the major reasons why I like this gun. And on top of that, I use it in ranked a lot. We all use it in ranked a lot. So it is definitely going in S tier because it's definitely an S tier weapon. The shotgun, I want to say, is an S tier weapon, but sometimes it makes me feel like it's an A. I don't know if you guys get this issue, but sometimes when you pick up the gun and you try to shoot it immediately, the fire rate is a little weird sometimes. Like sometimes it's super fast, sometimes it's really slow. I know some of you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, I'll give it an S tier. Some days it's an A tier though. Sometimes it's an A tier weapon. Just saying. All right, so this is the Cinder Shot. Now, this Cinder Shot is basically like a grenade launcher type kind of weapon, but it's plasma, right? Basically like a 2-3 shot kill depending on the enemy, if they're weakened or not. Let's just say B tier? I don't know, it's in between a B and an A, but I'm gonna put it at B for now. Maybe we'll cycle back through this. Now, I do want to mention, if you guys don't know about the Cinder Shot, I just found this out not so long ago, but if you actually aim in and shoot one of the plasma grenades or whatever you want to call them, the burst out of it, if you aim in while you do it, you can actually control where it goes. Try it out if you guys haven't, because it's pretty insane actually. All right, next weapon is Energy Sword. Do I really have to explain the Energy Sword? You get to fly 100 feet forward and lunge across the entire map and hit somebody. It's a one-shot kill. It's honestly the best weapon in the game for the most part. S tier. All right, so now we have the Commando assault rifle. I feel like sometimes it's super good and then other times it doesn't make any sense. The bloom on the gun, sometimes it shoots straight all the time and other times it's like all over the place and I just don't know how to really feel about it. For right now, I'm going to put it in B tier. Disruptor is going to be a C tier gun. The good thing about it is that it can weaken the enemies and it can actually hit multiple enemies if they're next to each other, which is super good, but it doesn't have any finishing power. I either have to switch to another gun or I have to melee somebody after. Because of that, we're going to make it a C tier gun. Gravity Hammer, I'm going to put on an A tier. It's good to bait people and hit them and it can do lots and lots of damage, but it's very heavy, doesn't really have any lunging abilities, and there are lots of times that you can get killed in the middle of swinging. So I want to put A tier, even though I want to put it as an S, but there's a lot of faults to it, I feel like. But I don't know, we could argue as an A or an S tier, but I'm gonna put it as A tier for now. So the heat wave is cool because you can change if it's more concentrated in the middle or more spread out in its bullet spread, and it could also ricochet off of walls, and it could be very good as a close-up shotgun if you utilize that close-up ability of it. Actually, I don't know, man. This one's a tough one. I actually have a hard time with this. We're gonna do B tier. We're gonna actually settle on that. I think a lot of weapons that Halo has is pretty balanced for the most part, besides the Mangler, which we'll get to, and just a few weapons. The Hydra is just straight trash. We don't use the Hydra. The Hydra don't have enough finishing power or nothing. I want to say the only good thing it has is the targeting, where it can actually lock on and hit everybody and anybody, but it takes like 4 shots to do that. And yeah, that's not enough. That's not enough to do anything. Not even in pubs. I hate having that weapon when I play Fiesta. It's just not it. All right, so then we got the rockets. All right, come on, man. Rockets is S tier for sure. A 2-shot rocket, a double barrel rocket. Come on, bro. S tier all the way. That's not even a question. The AR. Now, I remember back in the days on Halo when these weapons didn't have bloom. Ever since they added bloom, the AR is just straight trash. Now, obviously, it doesn't belong in the trash tier because obviously it's a very reliable weapon, especially in ranked, it could do well. We're gonna probably put it into B tier. Next is the Mangler. Now, we all agree that's an S tier weapon. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. That is an S tier weapon. You can one shot and then melee right after. You can melee then one shot. It does like 3-shot kill. Like, it's just an overall very, very overpowered weapon in Halo. I want to say for the most part it's pretty balanced, but the only thing I would say to change is maybe not have it so easily accessible. You know, maybe have it as one of those like sniper rifles or Cinder Shot type of power-up weapon, or just have it a lot longer so not everyone is running around with one in the map. Moving on, we got the Sidekick Pistol. I want to say it's a B tier weapon as well. Even though the pistol's good, it has great aim, I feel like I could long shot people for a while, but you know, it just doesn't have, it's not extremely powerful, and come on, we can all agree that it's just it's a good gun, but I don't know, I just feel like it's not an A tier. It could be an A or B weapon, but I'm just gonna put B. Now we got the Needler. The Needler will probably be a C weapon. If you're doing a 1v1 with the Needler, you can easily kill them, right? But if there's 2 people, which there's a lot of team shooting in Halo, it's not going to work out for you. Plasma Pistol, I want to say, is an A tier weapon. Now, there might be some controversy here because the Plasma Pistol doesn't really do jack shit. If you really charge it up and you really utilize what the Plasma Pistol is for, you can easily demolish people. You know what? Nah, okay, we'll put it at B. We'll put it at B. I agree. I'm sure a lot of you are like, what the hell? Doesn't belong there. You're right, it doesn't. I stopped myself from being completely wrong there. And you know what, now that I'm looking at my list, I'm gonna bring the shotgun probably down to an A, just because it's very good, but you know, from far distances you can't really do much, so we're gonna bring that down to an A. I think the shotgun belongs as an A tier weapon. Pulse Carbine. Trash. That it doesn't belong in the game. I don't know what they got to do with it. I don't know if they need a charging feature to charge the weapon. I don't know what they need, but that Pulse Carbine is straight trash. I don't know why it's in the game. It doesn't do anything. Nobody wants to pick it up. I want to say it's good when you hit them, but the chances of you hitting them after you've been bursted 4 or 5 times, it's not going to work out for you. You'd rather pick up something else. The Ravager. Come on, another Pulse Carbine problem. What the hell is this? No, the Ravager, just throw that shit out. Nobody wants it either. Like, the only cool thing is that you can charge it up, hit somebody with it, and it creates this like plasma fire thing and kind of like burn anybody that walks in it, but like trash. It just doesn't even need to be talked about any further. I'm just gonna leave it there. The Sniper, okay, Sniper is definitely an S tier weapon. Okay, S tier weapon for sure. Why? Because everybody thinks they are a sniper, but I will say this, a lot of us aren't. And depending on the players we are playing with, it doesn't always work out. Now, the damage on the gun and the gun itself and the weapon is very, very good and very liable, and everybody wants it, right? Yeah, Sniper belongs to be S tier because the power on it is insane. 1-shot headshots and 2 shots to the body, no matter where it is, definitely destroys the enemy. Definitely worth it. The Sentinel Beam is probably going to be a B tier weapon as well. It's one of those weapons I feel like as well that do well in a 1v1, but as soon as there's 2 of your enemies shooting at you at the same time, the Sentinel Beam ain't really gonna do it for you. You know what, with my own explanation, we can make it a C tier. Next weapon is the shock rifle. We're gonna put it as an B tier. I feel like the shock rifle is very good, but it's not as powerful as the regular sniper, right? But the shock rifle has 1-shot potential, but if you hit the body, it's like, you know, it does a little bit of damage, but you really have to rely on your secondary weapon to really finish off the job if you do hit the body. All right, now we have the Skewer. It destroys vehicles immediately as soon as you hit them. It's basically like a sniper and a rocket launcher kind of like put together in terms of like power and precision. I want to say it's an A tier weapon because of its finishing power, but the issue is that you really got to make sure that you're hitting your enemy, because if not and you miss, you got to really rely on your second weapon or whatever. Stalker rifle. I would give it an S tier. But we're gonna give it an A tier. Okay, we're gonna give it an A tier. I want to say it's in between S and A, but we're gonna round it down, okay? Because not everything can be an S tier weapon. It is a plasma sniper rifle type thing that has a very fast fire rate. Basically 2 to 3 shots enemies, 2 shots in the head. It does very, very well in most cases, but a lot of people suck with it including myself. Sometimes I'm pretty ass with it. Depends on the game, depends on the people I'm going against, depends on the day. I'm pretty proud of this list. So we got the BR, the sword, the rocket launcher, the mangler, and the sniper, all S tier. I don't know what else to tell you guys. That is the top of the list, gotta be. We got the gravity hammer, we got the shotgun, skewer, and stalker rifle in A. Yo, that's a pretty solid list in the A tier, right? Like if we're really going back and reevaluating, this sounds like a pretty solid list right there. B tier is going to be the Cinder Shot. Cinder Shot could be arguably an A, but we're gonna leave it there for B. The Commando, Heat Wave, AR, plasma pistol, the Sidekick, right? That's what it's called, yeah. And then the shock rifle, all B tier. I feel like that's pretty solid. We could all argue that the Sidekick, plasma, shock rifle, and maybe even the Cinder Shot could possibly be A tier, but we're gonna keep it at B because there's a lot of ifs and variables about the weapons themselves that I feel like kind of make it that weird in between. We're gonna keep it at B just to kind of keep it there. Like I said, a lot of the weapons here are pretty good and balanced and have their own flaws and cons and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of them do, you know, fit in the B sections. C is Disruptor, Needler, and the Sentinel Beam. I feel like that's pretty solid. Then we have the Pulse Carbine, the Hydra, and the Ravager. Straight trash. You guys cannot argue with me any different that those three weapons belong in the damn dumpster, lit on fire, and just pushed out somewhere. It just needs to go. They need to either buff them, make new weapons, or just, yeah. Like, I'm surprised. Like, they should make a ranked playlist with those three weapons. Make those the only three weapons you can use and make a ranked playlist with them, because that'll be the most funniest shit I will have ever seen in my life. I feel like that should be a thing. I am going to copyright it. I don't know. I'm going to trademark it, whatever. Nobody can use this but me. So that's gonna conclude my Halo Infinite best weapons tier list. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and drop a like if you guys did enjoy this video. And if you guys have any opinions about my opinion on the weapons, let me know and we can have a fun conversation about it. But I feel like this tier list is as balanced and as good as it's gonna get. Thank you guys for all the love today. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.